Over the next 7 weeks on my YouTube channel, I am going to be taking you through a mini course of the private practice workflow. Now, what is a private practice workflow? Basically what it is all of the admin procedures for your client journey from start to finish. So if you think about everything that you need to do for a client from when they first inquire with you until they finish with you, all of the procedures in there are what I call the private practice workflow, and there are 7. So the first one is the inquiry. The second one is onboarding. The third one are the regular bookings. The fourth one is communication. The fifth one is invoicing. The sixth one is client reports or client notes. And the 7th one is offboarding. I'm going to do one video for each of these areas, and I'm going to help you create your own private practice workflow, your own client journey for your private practice. This is going to be really valuable, and I would really love for you to start at the beginning. So whether you're on video 2, video 3, video 5, I want you to go back and start from video 1. It's going to really help you put everything in order so that you can create this for your own practice. I'm also going to create a mini course out of this. So I'll leave a link in the description. Once it's created, you'll be able to click the link and log on Thinkific so that you can go through the course, and it will have all of the resources that I talk about all in one place, so you don't have to sign up for all the different free resources, because I go through quite a lot in each of the videos. So let's get started right away. And in this video, we are going to be talking about reports and client notes. When it comes to client notes and writing and sending reports about your clients, there are some decisions that you need to make about this to make sure that you are keeping your client's confidentiality and also making sure that you are sending things in a really secure way. So let's start with client notes. Many of my clients still like to keep notes about their clients in a paper diary type thing, like in a notepad. So this is totally fine. And if this is the way you prefer to keep notes about your clients so that you don't have any information about your clients like that online, that's totally fine. If you would like to keep notes about your clients online, I would highly recommend using a cloud-based system like Google Workspace, or using an EHR system that's specific for therapists like Power Diary, so that you can securely keep these notes and keep within GDPR, HIPAA, or any other regulations that you need to keep in line with for your country. When you are keeping things online, as long as it is password protected, you don't need to de-identify anything. So for example, in Google Workspace, you could have a Google Doc with your client's notes within their client folder. And as long as you need a password to get onto your computer and then to get into your Google Workspace, and I would highly recommend that those are different, then that is secure enough. You don't need to worry about using codes or initials or anything like that. And that is the same with an EHR. Once you create a client record, then you can add client notes to that client record completely fine. Again, you would need to log into a computer or a laptop and also log into Power Diary. So this is totally secure for you. When it comes to writing reports for other doctors or people that are involved in your client's care, you have a couple of options. The simplest way is to just write your report in a Word or Google Doc. And then what you can do is save it as a password protected PDF. And you would then send that document to whoever it is that you need to send it to in one email. And then you would send the password in a separate email. I do have a video all about how to do this. It's got a step-by-step how-to tutorial. So I'll link that there, and it will give you directions of how to do this. So it will show you how to do it from Word and also how to do it if you're using Google Docs. What I would also suggest is that the one you save in your client file, so if you're using kind of my method and my system, you would have a client file for each of your clients. And what you would do is just save the unprotected Word or Google Doc in their client file, so you don't have to always worry about remembering passwords that you have set. You can just log into your client file and open the report and view it. And then you can just delete the password protected PDF from your computer, but you'll know the way you sent it to the recipient is as secure and safe as you can make it. Another option is to use a system that you would upload the document to. and then you would send somebody the link to that document and you would send them the password in a separate email. So you can do that as well, but to me it's just the exact same thing. You're sending them a link to a document and then a password in a separate email, or you can just send them the document itself, which is password protected, and then send them the password in a separate email. So it's really up to you how you do this, but for me and all my clients, sending reports as a password protected PDF works really well. When you receive reports from other professionals, all I would suggest is opening the document and then saving it in the client file so that all the information you have about that one client is in one place and you can easily find it if needed. If you are also using my client master list, I would also keep a record of the last time you sent updates and who to. And before you send any reports on clients to professionals involved in their care, make sure you get a release of information signed by the client. So you can create one of these yourself. I will leave some blurb either on screen or in the description below of wording that you can use. But basically, you just ask the client to fill in the information of the person that they're giving you permission to consult with. Then they sign to say that that's okay. And then you'll be able to send information and updates on your client to that person. And you need one for each individual person. So you can't just get a blanket, yes, you can contact anyone about my care. It needs to be specific. You can contact Dr. Smith. You can contact Dr. whoever. So I would also make sure that that is saved in their client file. And I would also update the master client list to say the professionals that they have allowed you to speak with. And then you can keep a record of when you have updated that doctor, because you'll probably want to give them an update once every 12 weeks or something like that. So you just keep a record, and that master client list you're going to be looking at regularly. So you'll be able to see when the last time you sent reports were. You can obviously also use things like your Google Calendar to send you reminders when you want to send an update. Okay, so that video was all about client notes and reports. I'm going to leave links to everything that I've talked about in the description below. Remember that you'll soon also be able to sign up for the full private practice workflow course, and I'll leave a link in the description for that too once it is ready. So you'll have all the resources in one place. It's going to be really easy for you. Next week, we are going to be talking about offboarding, so I look forward to seeing you then. Thanks so much for watching.